Hey writers, welcome to another tutorial by Aspiring Writer Academy. My name is Samantha Panzera, and today we are going over how to create YouTube banners in Adobe Photoshop. If you do not already have Adobe Photoshop installed on your computer, click on the link in the description below to download a free trial. Once you get that all downloaded onto your computer, you're ready to get started. Okay, so how to make a YouTube banner that looks great on all devices. You're first going to want to go to aspiringwriteracademy.com. The links are in the video description below, so be sure to click on them and navigate to our blog post. And there you will see download free YouTube channel art template. So you can either click on our template or on the text. Either one will do. Gonna click and then right click, save image as. Then you will want to navigate to the folder where you want to save your template. I already have some here, so I'm not going to actually hit save, but you would click save right here. Once they're downloaded, navigate to the folder where you have your channel art template. I have mine all ready to go here. Gonna want to boot up Adobe Photoshop. So double click on your Photoshop icon and give Photoshop a moment to load. Alright, we're all loaded up. So hovering over your folder for your channel art, gonna click your file and just drag it over to your open Photoshop icon and drop. Another way to import the free template is to go File, Open, and from there you can navigate and click on it, click Open, but we already brought it in the other way. So now we have a template, and to double check, you can go Control-Alt-I, and we can see that the width is 2,560 pixels and the height is the 1,440 pixels. You hit OK. So the template is the right size for YouTube channel art. The grayed out section, the entire template, is what will show up on TVs. Now this long strip in the middle, that's going to be what shows up on desktop computers. Then from here to here, this kind of darker teal from there to there will be what shows up on tablets. And then right here, this section that's 1,546 pixels by 423 pixels. This is the safe area. This is the area that will show up on mobile devices and across every device, TV, tablets, desktop computers. So to design a channel art that looks good on all devices, we're gonna make sure we stay within the guidelines. So the next step that we're gonna wanna do, you can create a fill color or bring in some images to fill up and create the banner. I'll show both ways, but I'll start by just creating basically what we did for Aspiring Writer Academy. So I'm sampling the color here, for I know it's already our signature color we use for most of our branding. Go over here to the bottom right corner, there's the plus icon. Gonna click that. Then on the toolbar, there's the paint bucket. Gonna click on that and fill. Now, to make sure that we see everything, we can either option A, duplicate the background copy and have that on top, and change the blend mode by changing that. See right here where it says normal, where my mouse is. Gonna click on that and click multiply, or you can just do normal opacity a little bit. Let's do 20%. you can play with the opacity. Or another way is just turn down the opacity on the background to like 80, 74. Then we can bop that up when we're ready. Now, if you just want to type some text, you can navigate over to the text icon and draw a bit right in this text and logo safe area, and can type in your name or name of your company, business. I hit the wrong key for a moment. You can play with the fonts up here. There's hundreds of fonts. Or if you have a pre-made logo ready to go like we do, I'm gonna just turn off that layer. Navigate to where your logo is saved. I have the folder all open and ready to go. So you can see this file is a PNG file. PNG files generally have a transparency layer. And I'm gonna drag and drop and hit enter. Now, as you can see, just dropping it in, it is too big for this template. So we're gonna hit Control-T to transform, where we can scale. Or another way of scaling it, you can go up to the top left corner here, click on Edit, then go to Free Transform or Transform Scale. I'm just gonna click on Free Transform. And here, gonna scale it. And can go a little bigger. Have your logo all nice and centered. And as you can see, it's now within the areas that'll look good on mobile devices, desktop, and all of your television screens. So over here, you'll go back to your background and bump up the opacity before saving. Or if you had the background layer as a transparency, just turn off that overlay for the template. So right here you can see I'm toggling that on and off. And from here you can go File, Save As, and I have all my layers open, so it's not giving JPEG option. You can save it as a PSD, which is your layers, or flatten image. And then you go Control-Shift-S, save. See right here, JPEG options immediately open. Can do, just type in Channel Art. And then hit OK. So that is one method. If we want to do a more complex background, we can, I'm going to bring in a bookmark that I have designed for got print dimensions. So right here, can drag and open that in Photoshop. You can see I have that opened here. And I'm also going to bring in the original background. On that bookmark I'd done some editing, but we want to work with the original background image. So I'm going to click and drag that into Photoshop. Gonna hover over our thing. Gonna let go. Scale. Hit enter. Now right here, can change the opacity. Let's bump a little bit of the river. So half of the river and the trees are in here, but also on television, people will have a nice, beautiful background. I'm gonna leave the opacity here. Now from my bookmark, I'm going to bring over this text, but if you wanted to type in your own text, you're welcome to just grab the type tool and type within the lines. You can do whatever words you want, maybe not random hitting the keyboard like I just did there, but you can type in the name of your book cover, book, more than your book cover. So right here I'm gonna scale the text, making sure I stay within these guidelines. Gonna hit enter. Gonna bring in this yarn graphic. Gonna hit Control T. And you can bring in all sorts of different images, like just the heck of it. I'm not gonna have it in here, but boom, you can drag and drop all different layers. Over here to the right is your layer panel. Over here I have a PNG file of So in Love with a Kindle version and print. Let's go ahead and drag that in. And automatically it's ready for being scaled. Let's have that here. Now zooming in, want to make sure that this is on all devices. And our yarn, let's move that up a layer and let's scale that, Control T again. And let's adjust our text where you can resize here, like right here. If you want to go and resize, you can. Oh, I missed the S, so. But a lot of time I just love Control T. Can bring in next bit of text. Or you could, again, with the T thing, draw. Over here you can adjust the size of your font, auto, type in whatever text you wish and adjust it to look good. I just already have text ready for this tutorial, and so I am scaling that. So Control T again. And anytime you want to see without the guidelines, you can navigate to your background layer and bump up the opacity. I still will do some highlighting to make the text stand out, but making sure this is what it will look on television. And then within that bar will be what is seen on tablets, mobile devices, and computers. Gonna bring over this little thimble, for that plays a part in the story. Over here, gonna drag it up a layer. Control T. Going to scale. And let's actually bring it down a layer, have the yarn. And let's turn up the opacity. Now let's create a new layer. Let's do a soft white. Gonna turn that down. White kind of gives a soft little fogging effect, which works very nicely. Then I'm gonna click Add New Layer. And let's zoom in. And with that white layer, I am hitting the B button to change to my brush tool, or you can navigate to the toolbar and click on that brush icon. Over here you can pick your brush tip. I'm gonna go with a soft brush, change the size of your tool. Let's also Right there, I have a nice soft round, or you can navigate if you have your brush settings brought up in Photoshop here. And then just draw with your mouse or tablet. And now bring down the opacity. Before, after, see how it just adds that little bit of embellishment where it stands out. Now, right here, this can be a YouTube channel art banner that looks great on all devices. When you're ready to exit out of Photoshop and you're good with how everything looks, double check that everything that you want to be within the lines is within the lines. Right here, doing our check, the book, this little edge, it's not too important, but I'm going to fix it by finding our book covers. There we go. Hit Control T, and just slightly there. Now everything is within the lines. Everything looks pretty good to me. Gonna bump up the opacity. I'm gonna save a layered version, so go File, Save As, Channel Art 1, you can name it whatever you wish. And then after that, gonna right click, flatten image, click OK, go up to the top left, File, Save As, and then navigate down to JPEG. Navigating to your folder, can see everything is saved there. Now we're gonna bop onto the internet, click on our YouTube channel. So right here on our YouTube channel, if you navigate over to this camera icon, you can click on that. And from the YouTube Creator Studio, you can go down to Banner Image. And from Banner Image, you can click Remove or Change. I'm gonna click Change. And then you navigate to channel art and can select your channel art. I'm currently gonna leave mine the same, so I'm gonna hit cancel, but you just click open. And that is how you create YouTube banners in Adobe Photoshop. Now, if you like the tutorial, be sure to hit like and subscribe to our channel. That way you get notified when we come out with other awesome videos to help you along with your writer journey. All right, catch you next time.